Hi, I'm Joanne Howell from the Scanning Pens education team, and today I'll be showing you how to set up your Reader 2 to create the best user experience for any user. While you can use your Reader 2 straight out of the box, tweaking the Reader 2 settings to the needs and preferences of the user can vastly enhance the help and assistance the Reader 2 can give. For the first-time user, using the Setup Wizard is generally the quickest and easiest way to adjust the Reader's settings. The wizard will guide you through all of the most important settings, so you don't have to search for them. So, let's get started. To find the Setup Wizard, switch on your Reader 2 by holding down the on-off button for about 3 seconds. Next, use the arrow button to scroll through the options menu until you get to the settings icon. Then press the center button to select this item. You'll see that the Run Wizard option is highlighted. Press the center button once again to start the wizard. The first setting is Select Talking Menu. Turning on the talking menu gives you audio as well as visual feedback when using the Reader 2.
Reader, Dictionary, Recorder.
Audio feedback can be especially useful for low vision learners. However, for some learners, visual and audio prompts together can feel a little overwhelming. If this is the case, switch the talking menu off. The Reader 2's user interface can be displayed in 3 languages: English, French and Spanish. Once you've chosen the menu language, all text and all audio prompts will be displayed or spoken in your chosen language.
Lector, dicción, grabador, carpetas.
There is also the ability to set the scanning language independently of the user interface language.
Vivo en una casa adosada.
This can be especially useful for beginners or intermediate language learners. Being able to listen to playback in an accent familiar to the user can make using the Reader 2 a more engaging and immersive experience. If your scanning language is English, you have a choice of 6 English regional accents, including British, North American and Australian.
Poems in the anthology have been grouped together under 2 broad themes.
If your scanning language is French or Spanish, you're able to choose between European and North and Central American accents. The Reader 2 can be set for use in right or left-handed orientation. While you can scan backwards and forwards to help with left-handed ergonomics, using the Reader 2 with a scanner in the wrong orientation can give you some interesting results. The Reader 2 also has an installed dictionary to help users find definitions for unfamiliar words.
Aspects, noun, one way of looking at a problem or situation.
You'll have the additional options to choose the Oxford Primary Dictionary, Collins, or the New Oxford American Dictionary as the source for the dictionary definitions. For younger users, you might want to opt for the Oxford Primary Dictionary, which provides simple forms and definitions more suitable for younger users. With Auto Read switched on, you'll get instant feedback from the Reader 2 as soon as you scan a word or sentence.
The poems in the anthology have been grouped together.
This is generally the mode we'd suggest for new users, or for advanced users who'll need to scan the odd word or so within a large document. For users that want to scan multiple sentences or single sentences that cover multiple lines, turning Auto Read off would be the recommended option. This will enable you to start playback once you have finished scanning, instead of the moment you lift the reader from the page.
The poems in the anthology have been grouped together under 2 broad themes.
The Reader 2 has 10 playback speed options. We'd recommend a slower speed for new users or users with a slower processing speed.
The poems in the anthology have been grouped together under 2 broad themes.
As users become more experienced and confident with the Reader 2, you can start to increase the playback speeds.
The poems in the anthology have been grouped together under 2 broad themes.
This is also recommended for low vision learners who may already be familiar with text-to-speech. The Reader 2's volume level can be adjusted in 10 increments. Whether users are listening through the built-in speaker, an external speaker, or headphones, the standard volume adjustments should cover most situations. But if you are in a particularly noisy environment, you can select one of the 5 boost options to give playback an extra volume boost. The word pause setting allows you to adjust the pause in playback between each word as it's read out.
Elizabeth, Barrett, Browning.
Word pause can be a hugely useful setting for users with slower processing speeds or users reading in a second language. Word pause gives the user more thinking time to process the sentence they are reading. Setting word pause at 0 will give you a normal reading speed, whereas a setting of 5 will give you around a second's pause between each word. Punctuation pause is another adjustment that can aid comprehension in users with slower processing speeds, or those working in a second language. This setting allows you to add a pause to emphasise the effect or function of punctuation in a sentence.
Effect. Almost as if he was spitting.
Creating a pause within the playback at punctuation points allows for the user to clearly hear intonation being modelled. This can support the development of expression in reading and also when performing. Again, for the punctuation pause, setting 0 will give you normal playback and 5 will create a pause of around a second. Once you've completed the setup wizard, press the return button and navigate to the reading function you'd like to use. We hope you found this video helpful. Remember, you can find more videos on advanced settings of the Reader 2. These can be found on our YouTube channel. There, you can also find out more about other Scanning Pens products. Happy scanning!